If being shipshape and Bristol fashion floats your boat, then welcome on board.
Or how about taking a walk down Quality Street around the Georgian splendour of Bath? This time on Britain's Best Breaks, we'll be helping you to discover the very best places to enjoy a break in the exciting and historic city of Bristol.
Just up the road we found some superb locations with comfortable accommodation in one of Britain's most captivating festival cities, Bath.
Bristol, a great port and a lively international city, has been nominated as a European Centre of Culture.
There are some great days out in this special part of Britain with one of the country's finest zoo gardens, marvellous sporting attractions and natural beauty which will take your breath away.
So it's time to weigh anchor and let Britain's Best Breaks steer you through the pleasures of Bristol. Bristol's busy harbour is best experienced the way people have enjoyed it for centuries, by boat, and our sturdy vessel belongs to the Bristol Ferryboat Company. This is an exciting way to enjoy the sights and sounds of Bristol. There's a choice of daily services throughout the week. I've chosen the 1-hour round trip, which offers you an enjoyable journey taking in some of Bristol's most attractive features, such as Temple Meads, the city centre and Welshback, with a very good view of Brunel's masterpiece, SS Great Britain. This is like a water bus service. With a multi-stop ticket, you can drop off at the landing stage of your choice to see the attractions and then catch your boat again later. It's certainly an alternative way to see the city.
To thoroughly enjoy the sights of both cities, you need to board one of these buses, run by Bristol City Sightseeing and Bath City Sightseeing. Your ticket lets you hop on and off the bus at numerous stops along the route, and in both Bath and Bristol you can enjoy the major attractions while benefiting from the commentary of a guide.
In 2004, Bristol Zoo Gardens was awarded the prestigious title Zoo of the Year. With over 400 species to discover in 12 acres of beautiful grounds, it's not surprising. This is a fascinating day out. The animals are so varied, and as Bristol Zoo Gardens is a charity, they're dedicated to conservation, the care of animals, and are involved in international breeding programmes. From this cute, rare little tortoise through to the majestic king of the jungle, this is an exciting and fun place to be. The Romans knew a good place when they saw it, and thanks to them we can enjoy the beautiful city of Bath. It's a World Heritage City with many cultural events, including festivals, music, the fringe, literature and film. For centuries, the Assembly Rooms in Bath, one of the city's finest Georgian buildings, has attracted visitors as a centre of fashion. Today, this is the Museum of Costume. Here you'll discover how our sense of dress and fashion has changed down the centuries. You'll find galleries covering periods from the 16th century to the fascinating Victorian period. And from the swinging 60s to the present day, you can see the most famous fashion statements from each year. An enticing prospect for anyone who loves to dress up.
The impressive Holborn Museum, like the street on which it stands, was a location in the Hollywood production of Vanity Fair. This is home to a unique collection of decorative art, which was assembled by Sir William Holborn. Included in this marvellous collection is one of Gainsborough's grandest paintings. In Jane Austen's day, this was the Sydney Hotel, and she would watch the comings and goings of the guests from her house across the road. Some Georgian pleasures still remain. I think refreshment is called for, in the tea house.
The Roman baths, from which the city of Bath takes its name, forms one of the best preserved Roman sites. This view represents only a quarter of the site, much of which extends below modern ground level. The Romans left in 410 AD when the Saxons arrived, but they didn't use the bathing facilities. Therefore, the Roman baths deteriorated, collapsed, were covered over by 6 metres of ground level and built on. Mineral-rich hot water rises here in the sacred spring at a rate of over 1 million litres a day, a phenomenon which in Roman times was believed to be the work of the gods. Not fully discovered until the late 19th century and not opened until 1897, this spectacular link to the Roman Empire is something we can all enjoy.
Steeped in 2,000 years of history and legend, Glastonbury Abbey is one of England's oldest religious foundations. The Abbey is also the legendary burial place of King Arthur and his Queen Guinevere. Believed to have grown from Joseph of Arimathea's staff, this is the holy thorn tree, which flowers twice a year. You can discover how the monks lived in the abbot's kitchen. Living history demonstrations take place throughout the summer. History, mystery and magic. Glastonbury Abbey has it all.
It's a natural marvel and has been a tourist attraction for 2 centuries. It's the incredible Cheddar Gorge. Britain's biggest gorge is one spectacle, but wait until you see what lies beneath. Cheddar Caves and Gorge were home to our ancestors 40,000 years ago. And here in Goff's Cave you can meet one of them, Cheddar Man. This is Britain's first authenticated cannibal site. Something sinister went on down here. The Crystal Quest is a world of wizards, goblins and smoke-breathing dragons. No matter how old you are, this is a visit you'll not forget in a hurry. Whilst you're in Bath, a visit to the Abbey is certainly worthwhile. Because of its size, Bath Abbey is often mistaken for a cathedral, but in fact this is a parish church on a site where a monastery once stood. Over the past 12 centuries, 3 great churches have stood on this site. The window commemorates the crowning of Edgar, the first effective king of all England, in the year 973. And here's a dedication to someone many a secretary or reporter would recognise, Isaac Pitman, spelling reformer and inventor of Pitman shorthand.
In 1766, over 100 merchants, lawyers and politicians put their money together to open a theatre. But to many worthy Bristolians, the whole idea seemed a dangerous and immoral mistake. At the time, theatre was sinful. 12 years later, their courage was rewarded when King George III granted Bristol's theatre its licence. The theatre gained its first resident company in 1946. It was an offshoot of London's Old Vic. In the Theatre Royal, and here in the more intimate Studio Theatre, you can watch a dazzling array of classical and contemporary productions. Wow, who'd have thought you could do this on ice? Here at Bristol Ice Rink, there's entertainment for all ages and a real opportunity to develop your skills. Olympic skater Robin Cousins learned his craft right here. And if you want to follow in his footsteps and get to grips with this graceful sport, you can join the excellent Learn to Skate programme, or even try your hand at ice hockey. There's a bar, cafeteria, and the chance to dance. Right, I'm off for another spin. The city of Bath is a symphony in yellow sandstone, and nothing represents its Georgian past as well as the royal crescent.
In 1849, when the successful Bristol artist Ellen Sharples died, she bequeathed money from the promotion of fine arts. The result was this fine building, the city's first art gallery, opened in 1858. Today this represents Bristol's thriving artistic community as the Royal West of England Academy. The Academy has over 180 artist members and a growing permanent collection of over 1,000 works. Some of the paintings exhibited here by contemporary artists are available to buy. Once you've visited the galleries, you can admire the Victorian architecture of the interior, including stunning lunettes by Walter Crane, and then round off your visit with refreshments in the coffee shop. One of Bristol's most amazing attractions has to be at Bristol. This is a unique destination which brings together science, nature and art, and invites you on a journey of discovery. It doesn't matter what age you are, you'll learn in At Bristol. Explore is a 21st century science centre with everything from play TV to outer space. Wild Walk will take you through the rainforest or down to ground level with the insects. And before you've had time to catch your breath, here's the massive IMAX screen. It's 4 stories high, the next best thing to being there. The British Empire lasted almost 500 years and encompassed India, Africa and America. You can experience the full and exciting story here in the British Empire and Commonwealth Museum in Bristol. This is the museum's Brunel passenger shed, which holds over 900 people, making it one of the largest indoor event spaces in the southwest. With record attendances and numerous accolades, this is a fascinating museum which makes history both easy and interesting to learn. Here in the very dock in which she was built in 1843 is the world's first great passenger liner, Isambard Kingdom Brunel's SS Great Britain. At the end of her career, long after Brunel's death, she was left to rust in the South Atlantic until she was rescued and brought home. Thanks to lottery funding, a £12 million renovation programme on this elegant vessel is almost complete. Today, this is a top visitor attraction and a superb venue for banquets, weddings and events.
We've had a great time in the Bristol and Bath area. Both cities are simply bursting with attractions, enticing places to visit and spend your precious leisure time.
Yes, there's all the 21st century excitement you can handle in Bristol and Bath, yet there's everything you'll need for a relaxing, traditional break as well. Remember, you can obtain full details and contacts for all the places featured in our show by visiting our website. And if you'd like to see any of our shows, they're all available on CD.